Well, the gateway to Kingdom of Heaven, eternal life, whatever you like to call it, as I understand it, is through gratitude. But for what? Well, think for a moment. How many parts are there in the body? I mean, sight, hearing, touch, motion, limbs, whatever. They all need to function pretty well, or they cause you great trouble and problems. At least superficially, as regards your expectation of the need for them to be functioning well. All these things are maintained and have been maintained for the past however many years you are of age now. Shouldn't we be incredibly thankful for such? I mean, we've been so staggeringly blessed by such circumstance, haven't we? Not to mention the almost infinite number of details that have made our life what it is. From the air that we breathe to the sights that we've seen, the things we can remember, the ability to remember and think, the people we've known, the things we've had, the things we've done, the complexity of just living this moment, to be aware, conscious of that which is around us and the incredible variety of that which is around us and being in existence for us to experience in the way that we do. I mean, the incredible detail, you just take our language, how many words do you use? A few thousand? Perhaps 6,000 or 7,000. Some apparently 12 or 14 or 15,000. All part of a vocabulary that we have to hand to express our thoughts and communicate. I mean, assuming for a moment that God exists, what incredible detail He's given us. That we might experience being alive. I mean, it's infinite, isn't it? It's just staggering. I mean, you can summarize it and say, oh, well, yes, He gave us life. Oh, yes, well, that's good, isn't it? Yeah. But what that statement implies as regards actual content is fantastic. Do you see how our gratitude is on the threshold of an infinite satisfaction in the recognition of all that we've had and experienced, and at the minute continue to have here in this world. And it is this infinite wonderfulness that is our key to life eternal. Simply the details of the life we have here, which is not simple at all, is it? It's fantastic. And in appreciation of such, if we put our mind to it, even a little, we are overcome with gratitude and long for God to exist, that we might have someone to thank for all this well-being that we've been given from nowhere, from our view. And that's what hit me when I was in love and didn't have my love. And it was springtime and I was, 24. Campus was lovely. Springtime in England. Beautiful spring. Beautiful stately house I was in, being held as a conference centre for the future. Just available to the students or staff who just wanted to, rest a while. Sit and think for a while. Have a cup of tea. Cheese roll. Something like that, cake. Just pick any room upstairs, just sit in it, look out into the lovely grounds, the springtime. Taste of heaven. Thankfulness overcomes one. I wanted God to exist. Wow. I was ecstatic. Not alone. Aware of living as I'd never been aware of living before. Of course, being in love was... Yeah, well, okay, I'd had that experience already. Yes, that's true. And now I was falling in love with God. Wow. I was a young man, I couldn't not experience the fullness of life and relationships and so on. They needed to come my way still. But I'd found God, my God. Very personal, very much my God. Obviously had my values. I mean, what other values could he have that would appeal to me? Wow. Let me pause a sec, see where I started here. Yes, well, I know where I ended, and that was with God being Dad, Heavenly Dad. Good Dad. My understanding of a good dad, of course. Sort of Jesus story type understanding of Dad. But not terribly Christian, really. None of that theology stuff. Just a personal relationship with Dad. Incredible company of. Just the feeling of the company of. Somehow just imagining his presence was a reality. I was transported, transcendent for about 10 days. Not mixing with other people at all. Not feeling in any sense alone. Flying in a beautiful campus, Garden of Eden. House, stately home. mind transposed from university to universality. In awe of the fullness of life, living and being, I felt I'd arrived. And I had. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. Book of verse underneath the bough. A loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou beside me singing in the wilderness. Our wilderness, our paradise are now. Thank you.